Hello again, Kingston Town Administrator Keith Hickey with the latest edition of This Week in Kingston for the week ending May 17th, 2024. Hope everybody's excited for the Memorial Day weekend. Just to remind everybody, there's a really nice Memorial Day parade that occurs in Kingston. Starts at the elementary school and works its way up ultimately to the townhouse, where um, there's a ceremony that's held. The Veterans Memorial will be partially completed at that point, so people have an opportunity for their first look at the Veterans Memorial. And then afterwards, there's a free cookout that is hosted by the town of Kingston, and town of Kingston employees will act and volunteers will act as cooks and provide hot dogs and hamburgers for anybody who wants to come. It's a great day. So hopefully people take the time to stop by and thank the veterans that allow us to have the lifestyle we have at this point with their efforts and sacrifices that they made. So that's on Monday, Memorial Day. So please try to take advantage of that. There's a lot of information on our town website. Please take a peek at that, and you can get yourself familiarized with that. But it's in the morning. The cookout will be sometime around noon once the ceremony ends, and it's a really nice opportunity to get out. Hopefully, have some good weather for that. So obviously, the biggest issue that we dealt with last week was town meeting. Town meeting was held last Saturday, the 11th of May. There were 34 warrant articles that were proposed. Two of those articles were passed over. There was an article for a requesting from the water department to have town meeting authorize them to take a property by eminent domain if need be. It's been a long-standing discussion over the last 2 or 3 years about trying to acquire a piece of property to drill a new well on, because we were at our capacity, I guess, for pumping water and need that new well. And there's been some challenges in obtaining that property. Thankfully, a couple of days before town meeting, the owners or the heirs of the property that we were interested in the town came to terms. So the water commissioners are thrilled to be able to move forward without having to take eminent domain on that property. And I assume that they'll be coming to the board in the near future, the town meeting in the near future, seeking funding to get that well built and online. Unfortunately, it takes, from what I understand, 2 or 3 years to get a well online and have the water that well is producing be approved for drinking purposes. So we've taken a huge step forward, obviously, in getting that property purchase and sale signed. It's now just a matter of getting that well drilled and getting it tested and getting it online. The other issue that was passed over, there was a $35,000 request from the Council on Aging to seek funding for a survey just as a start of a process to have Kingston identified as an age and dementia friendly community. The Council on Aging decided to hold back and see if they could get some grant funds for that instead of asking town meeting for funding. So that was pulled off as well. Beyond that, there was some debate on articles, certainly, some questions about the school article, the operating budget regarding the school, and there was a motion made to reduce the Silver Lake budget by $300,000 after some discussion that failed. Ultimately, the operating budget was approved as presented. All the articles were discussed, I think, except for one. There was a request to purchase, for lack of a better term, clickers for town elections, or I'm sorry, town meetings, where you would hold a handheld device, probably the size of a debit or credit card, maybe a little bit bigger, and you would when the moderator asked if you were for or against the article, you would push a button, yes or no, and that a vote will be tabulated by a computer and shown up on a screen. There were pros and cons discussed for both of those. Ultimately, there was a vote to remove that just over $9,000 from the article. That was approved to remove that money. So the article was amended. and approved without the clicker. So as we move forward, we'll still be using our voices and our hands to vote yay or nay on articles. So that was approved as well. So beyond that, all the information again remains on our website for the town meeting. Everything was approved as presented, except for the 3 articles I mentioned just now. The other big issue coming up this Saturday, the 18th of May, is our annual town elections. Those elections will you'll be voting for positions of selectmen, board of assessors, the housing authority, the planning board, Silver Lake, and in the local school district, library, and recreation commissions, things of that nature. So there's a number of positions that are up for either election to be either reappointed or reelected, or new positions, new people in positions, excuse me. So we're asking people to come out on Saturday. It'll take you probably literally 10 or 15 minutes to get this done. It's going to be held from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Kingston Elementary School cafeteria. If you're a registered voter, please stop by. Cast your vote for the individuals you would like to help lead our town. And we'll have those election results later on that evening posted on our website. So if you're interested, please try to take advantage of that. You'll start seeing lines being painted in the streets. The state's going to start working on parts of Main Street to make some improvements on Main Street coming up in the near future. So a lot going on, a lot of summer activity, some of the road construction that you normally see and get frustrated by in the summertime is going to be starting. So please be patient. We need to get that work done as soon as we can during the summer months. And again, just want to thank everybody very, very much for coming to town meeting, participating, and for those who are planning on coming to the elections on Saturday and participating in those as well. Those are important things that need to be done to help mold the future of Kingston. So I appreciate everybody's time that was taken to participate in those types of things, and wish everybody a very happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Until the next time I talk to you, have a great weekend and have a good day.